Hello guys, Belle here. Going to give you a look at the Holy Priest and what the PvP talents look like in Legion. If you need more information on Legion, feel free to click the top right hand corner. Click that link and go ahead and get the information that you need in the video. I did do a PvP breakdown on what it looks like in Legion. You can watch that after this is completed, as I'm not going to be going over any of that information in the video. This is also not going to be a guide. This is strictly a preview. I'm not going to be doing any guides for any of these specs until after Legion is live. That way I can make sure I get the most up-to-date PvP information for you guys to make it really helpful for your guides. So let's talk about your talents here. For your talents, you're actually going to unlock those gaining honor level, and they do increment, so every couple of honor levels or however that works out, you'll actually unlock a talent. Now they unlock in columns, so by the time you're honor level 10 or 15, I'm pretty sure it's 10 though, you'll have unlocked at least one talent in each row, which is nice because you can begin to leverage that in your PvP. Now your first row here, this row is going to be the same for every class and spec, which it's nice that you do have that consistency throughout all the classes. So if you multi-spec or multi-class in PvP, you'll know the standard for this top row because this is your CC defensive. This will be the same for every single class. Now your first one here, which you get at level 110, this is the Gladiator's Medallion. This is your good old standby trinket. It's instant, it's on a 2-minute cooldown. It does remove all movement impairing effects and all effects which cause loss of control to your character while in PvP combat. Adaptation is passive. All loss of control effects with a duration of 5 seconds or more will activate your Honorable Medallion spell, but it will only cause it to incur a 60-second cooldown. Relentless, this does replace the Honorable Medallion. It is passive. Duration of the incoming crowd control effects are reduced by 25%. Now, a small note here, I did test this in PvP because I wanted to know how viable Relentless was going to be. I made a Destruction Warlock, so when I was doing beta content and I was testing it, I did test it on a class that's CC'd a lot because they do try to shut down my Chaos Bolts and my Fears. Now, for arenas, the medallion is always going to be your choice. The reason being, those of you that arena, you know you need to be able to have control over when you use your trinket because it can essentially make or break whether or not you win or lose a match. However, for Battlegrounds, I did find that Relentless was actually quite awesome, and I did get more bang for my buck in that regard versus only being able to use my trinket every 2 minutes. For Relentless, because there's so much CC going out in a battleground, this actually felt like I was in CC a lot less, and I did appreciate that. So the CCs didn't last that long, and it was really, really nice to not have to worry about trinketing because this is passive. So for Battlegrounds and RBGs, I will definitely recommend checking out Relentless as an option. The only reason why I wanted to make note of it here, keep in mind this is just my opinion, it doesn't mean it's law, is because as PvPers, we're so used to making sure that we have that unused trinket. However, just to step us outside of what we know, stepping into a different box, I did feel like Relentless is probably going to be my go-to for RBGs and Battlegrounds. For your next set here, you have Defender of the Weak. This is passive. After healing a target below 50% health, you do gain 20% haste for 5 seconds. Vim and Vigor is passive. While you are at or above 80% health, your healing is increased by 20%. For your Inner Focus, it is instant. It's on a 30-second cooldown, provides immunity to silence and interrupt effects for 5 seconds, and increases the critical effect chance of your next heal, flash heal, Holy Word, Serenity, Holy Fire, and Smite by 100%. Your next row here is going to be Purification. This is passive. Purify now has a maximum of 2 charges. Spiritual Cleansing, this is passive. Purify no longer has a cooldown, but only dispels 1 magic and disease effect. For Holy Ward, this is instant. It's on a 45-second cooldown. It wards the friendly target against the full loss of control effect. Next is going to be Delivered from Evil. This is passive. Leap of Faith removes all movement impairing effects and grants Absorption Shield to 20% of their maximum health for 20 seconds. Now, although I don't play Priest a lot, I can tell you that the Leap of Faith has saved me many times in a battleground. As a Warlock, I should never overextend because I am a caster. However, there are occasions when sometimes I just want to get in the middle of the fight and I just want to kill all the things, and it's been a lot of times that my healer has saved me by using the Leap of Faith on me, and I think granting me a shield that absorbs is pretty awesome. Holy Consecration is going to be passive, and after being interrupted while casting a spell, you become immune to being interrupted while casting for 20 seconds. Greater Fade, this does replace Fade. It's instant on a 30-second cooldown. Fade out, removing all threat, increasing your movement speed by 50% and causing the next 3 melee attacks to be dodged. The next one here is going to be Faith Renewed. This is passive. Your Renew instantly heals for 50% more when cast and heals an additional 15% over time. Your Rapid Mending, this is passive. Your Prayer of Mending is now an instant cast. Your Greater Heal, this is also passive. The healing done by your heal is increased by 200%, but the mana cost is increased also by 30%. For the last row here, you have Divine Attendant. This is passive. Reduces the cooldown of Guardian Spirit by 60%, but its duration is reduced to 3 seconds. Spirit of the Redeemer. This replaces Spirit of Redemption. It is passive. Your Spirit of Redemption is now an active ability with a 5-minute cooldown, but the duration is reduced by 5 seconds, and you will no longer enter Spirit of Redemption upon dying. For the last one here, you have Ray of Hope. This is instant. It's on a 1-minute cooldown. For the next 6 seconds, all damage and healing dealt to the target is delayed until Ray of Hope ends. All healing that is delayed by Ray of Hope is increased by 100%. So there you have a look at your PvP talents for your Holy Priest. If you have any questions, feel free to comment on the video. If you're new to PWNCAST, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the Legion guides, including the new guides I'll be doing once Legion is live for both PvE and PvP. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.